9-box mixer that we put up here. Everything is going to start off with Prism Football. All right, there's still 2 teams left, and that is your opportunity to get in this one. Once we show the first hit, that's it, and teams are cut off. Hey, if you're autograph, then these are your teams. The Broncos are 100. The Colts are 90. So, yes, we're calling it the Peyton Manning teams. Broncos 100, Colts 90. So 1 box of Prism Football, 4 boxes of the headline product for this. That is 2019 Immaculate Football. And then 2 of each. We got Leaf Autograph Mini Helmets and TriStar Platinum Edition Autograph Mini Helmets. So, 8 of the teams went, and 1 of them was the Jets. So, there's might be some truth to that. So, here we go. Let's get it started with Prism Football. Honestly, I don't even know if any of those 8 teams were exceedingly interested. The only one, based on the representation that went, might be the Eagles. Maybe. I'll tell you what, Dan. I'll do 175 for the pair. How's that sound? And then we'll be sold out. 175 for the pair. And the problem with Colin Kaepernick is that he hasn't marketed himself as a backup quarterback. He opted out of a big deal. Supposedly turned down at least 1 decent deal with no guarantee of starting. If this were about being a backup, a legitimate backup, I think he would have had a job by now. I do. And we'll talk about why. But the problem is, it's also got to be the right team, the right time, the right situation. And Kaepernick has not been about waiting for that. You'll take him? All right, we're sold out. Scrolling at the bottom of your screen now is going to be 2018 Allen and Ginter. If we can get that to 15 tomorrow, it will be scheduled to break. All right. I had a feeling before this break that we were going to hit a certain player. And we are hitting him. We'll see if you can figure it out. All right. So Dan, you got the Broncos. And the Colts. Earl Campbell's one guess. I may not have said it to a large group of people, though. I may not have said it on the stream. It was one of my best bang for the buck picks, though. Marcus Peters, Royce Freeman. And we got Jordan Akins, Red Wave for the Texans. 28 out of 149. Foster Moreau, Travion Williams. he's already gotten a settlement that he didn't deserve. Like, seriously, this guy is the epitome of, like, the bad reputation of some people on welfare, just in the millions of dollars. He does not care at all about working. Not one bit. Why? When he can make millions of dollars spouting off his mouth, getting Nike contracts that should go to real athletes that actually play sports. And when you look at Colin Kaepernick's numbers, there's a lot of deceptive things. Some make it look worse than what it was. Now, believe me, for his first couple of years, I was on the Kaepernick bandwagon. All right? And really, the reason I came off of it has nothing necessarily to do with politics, although I don't necessarily agree with the politics. And whether I agreed with points that he made or not, when you look at the total picture, I can't stand the guy. All right, Christian McCaffrey fireworks insert. They just look cool. I'm going to give that 1 cent love just because it looks cool. Trey Burton, 32 out of 49. Didn't he direct Nightmare Before Christmas? No, that was Tim Burton. I knew that. Hunter Renfrow, Greedy Williams. Colin Kaepernick should have been nicknamed Greedy. And the first hit of the break is going to be numbered 36 out of 75. Ryan Finley. I told you I had a suspicion. I thought we had a shot at him last time around too. He was due. We haven't seen him for a while, and he was kind of a buzzword hit for a few weeks now. A.J. Brown gets a little 1 cent love too. He had 17 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So basically, he missed, all right? His completion percentage was in the high 50s. You have to be in the low 60s. So is he backup good? Yeah, I think he's backup good. Is a backup worth the headache and the circus that he's gonna give? No, I don't think a backup is. All right. In 2016, he had 17 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. What did he do in 2017? This is the NFL. Schemes get figured out. What did he do in 2017? Hey, Greg, how's it going? I'd pull it up myself, but I'm busy opening cards. All right? Because that's when things were starting to go downhill. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna see if I can get that information. Shoot. Need numbers here. So I don't have preseason numbers. He did not look good in preseason. All right. It was actually 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 59.2% completion ratio. Okay? His yards per attempt, 6.8 yards. His QBR, 49.5. So you're telling me a below average quarterback should be a starter. These are next-gen stats. He didn't even rush as much as he should have. He threw for 2,200 yards. So basically, he didn't make any challenging throws. And he sucked in the preseason in 2017. And I can't get those numbers. But he didn't win the job. I don't know. It seems to be the hot topic all over the media. Le'Veon Bell, 193 out of 199. So far, just a Ryan Finley. Darius Slayton. All right. He threw 16 touchdowns. So what you're telling me is he threw safety valve passes to his tight ends, which generally the 49ers have strong tight ends. Kerryon Johnson, emergent. Is this one of the case inserts? They made it so confusing this year. I think this is one of the case hits. So I guess in that half a case, at least we had that. I think. I'll have to double check that later. But right now. And Crabtree had, minus injuries, had some success where he went. Frank Gore was productive for years after. And Colin Kaepernick was passed over and over again. 140 for 175. Daniel Jones, base rookie. Why was he passed over and over again? Because when you took all the factors into account, all the factors, I just said, I think he was good enough to be a backup quarterback in the NFL. But he wasn't worth 8 figures to do so. And he wasn't worth the headache. Come on. I mean, I know the Jets held a press conference when they signed Tim Tebow as a backup. 11 out of 49, Zach Allen. Colin Kaepernick gets signed as a backup somewhere. He's going to have like a week-long press conference. And he'll probably do or say something to get himself let go by the team that just hired him. Or maybe they'll just let him go out on the field. What? Did I say it was exclusively football? No, he's not worth the headache. I will say 80% of the argument is football, though. This is a guy, and you got to remember, the NFL's a business. Who's going to hire somebody who is such a lawsuit risk? Like, just, there's too much going on there. Too much going on there. And I really don't care if he gives up 10% of the salary that he doesn't really earn now for good causes. That's great. Okay? But he's not an NFL quarterback. He's definitely not a starter. All right. 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That's great. 60%. Only threw for 2,000 yards. That's not a bad parallel right there. Kyler Murray. So it's not a hit, but 218 out of 249. So going back to today's mess, this guy totally flipped the script. All right. Everyone's saying, oh, the NFL is not giving him a fair chance. Yeah. The NFL wants him to sign a waiver. Yes, because, ooh, got a silver. Foster Moreau. Raiders. Wrong. Mariota, Jameis Winston, just as good, if not better. Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, just as good, if not better. Or we can even say just as bad of an option, but they had more longevity because they did more. They had better teams behind them, probably. 184 out of 199. Darius Slayton, who's getting a lot of attention lately. Hauled in, 4 touchdowns in the last 3 weeks? Something like that. So there's 2 things as far as the team aspect goes. One, the 49ers, front office-wise, was constantly changing everything. Chris Carson, brilliance. The coaching situation was a merry-go-round. Xavier Howard, 32 out of 175. Mecole Hardman. All right. Everything there was a freaking mess. I feel bad for Alex Smith. What do you have? 7 offensive coordinators in 7 years? It's not a good environment to thrive in. Kaepernick came in, had a couple of years where he showed a lot of promise, and then he got figured out, made an attempt to reinvent himself, but the product that came out after that just wasn't as good as how the original looked. Hayden Hurst, 57 out of 99. All right? It just wasn't. And the stat nerds will agree because you look at his QBR ratings, and he was below average. So Nathan Peterman, no. But you know what? You have to remember this. Got Deshaun Hamilton, 23 out of 249. All right? There is a difference between having Colin Kaepernick and 2 other guys to pick from that aren't as good and picking those 2 guys with all things being the same. And I'm talking about salary, baggage, everything. If it's just performance-based, he would have gotten a job somewhere. Totally. But he's not a starting quarterback. And closing out this box, Isaac Bruce for the Rams. But that's not what he wanted. He wanted to be a starting quarterback, making 10, 20, 30, whatever $million. Right? I mean, maybe he wasn't as crazy as Dak Prescott is, but those are 55s. I thought I had regular top loaders here. Yeah. Yeah, the team in 2016, all right, 2016 was 1-10. So let me ask you then, if the 49ers were always losing, how hard was it for Colin Kaepernick really? The defense pressures are under different situations. He's not going to be playing on the winning side of the ball a lot. And I mean, come on, anybody who plays fantasy knows Carson Palmer, not a Super Bowl champion quarterback. But he was a beast in fantasy because his team sucked, and he was always throwing, trying to catch up. Box number 1 of Immaculate. The team was tanked. You know, the 49ers, they were originally my favorite team, and I've always stated how getting rid of Joe Montana made me a Giants fan. And I should go back to the 49ers because the Giants drive me crazy. Colin Kaepernick, if he were the guy, they'd have never tanked the team. If he were the guy, there's no reason to tank if you have that quarterback. He wasn't the guy. They tanked the team because he wasn't the quarterback that they needed. Otherwise, there's no tank. If you have Peyton Manning healthy and playing, you know, oh, you know what? I'm going to get rid of Edger and James. I'm going to get rid of Marvin Harrison. We're going to start over. Who does that? Nobody. So by saying the team was tanked, you've already just admitted Colin Kaepernick wasn't the guy. End of story. And he never will be. And that's why he's not going to get these huge deals. And he figured out a way to still make all that money without having to take a hit. I think at this point, he's made the money without having to take hits long enough. He don't want to get hit. He just wants to make noise and have people like me talking about him and having way more people that are important than me talking about him too. That's what I see. I see right through the bullshit. Well, how does that explain all the coordinators that got fired and all that? That team was just always a mess. Let's face it. 23 out of 99, Philip Lindsay. One giant mess. Enough said. Numbered 44 out of 49, Baker Mayfield with a quad relic. Oh, we've got a 1 of 1. Let's get it started. Woo! 1 of 1. Hall of Fame jerseys. So this one's player worn. 1 of 1 for the Redskins. John Riggins. 8 out of 27. So this is the jersey number parallel. Darrell Henderson. Hey, if anybody besides Mark disagrees with me, feel free. This is open. No fake news here. 5 out of 5. Tony Romo. How about them Cowboys? And rookie patch auto. Hey, sometimes those last teams taken do roll right. Drew Lock, Broncos. So let's get one of these helmets. Next, Leaf autograph helmet. It was a mistake by the 49ers to get rid of Jim Harbaugh. They needed stability, and he was the best thing they had going. I still don't know, though, if they go to the Super Bowl and win it. Their best chance to go to a Super Bowl, the Giants took away from them. Actually, the 49ers kind of fumbled it away, let's face it. Yeah, man, I don't care if somebody disagrees with me. I don't harbor any. This is a topic of conversation, and I like it. I like talking about sports, and this is, why I like to mix the breaks and the sports news. This is just good old fashioned back and forth, man. I like the debate. I don't want to be like overpowering and somebody just totally backs off and then we have silence for the next half an hour. That's boring. Get me fired up. How about the Seahawks again? Last break we had full-size helmets. Steve Largent, Hall of Fame 95 inscription. Now we got the mini in this one. And this is why when I say there's no checklist, but we can kind of guess who the main players are. Because they show up over and over again. So, fine example there. So, Steve Largent, Seahawks. Going to be the first of 4 mini helmets. Next on Immaculate. Oh, this one feels heavy. So that means no redemption. Anything good in here? It's not even that Kaepernick sucks. He's not good enough. There's a difference between Nathan Peterman sucked. But he was at the point of development where maybe he could have gotten better. All these undrafted free agents, right, that got signed, their career never happened. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Maybe their careers never happened, and maybe Colin Kaepernick would have been better than them, but they hadn't had the opportunity yet to be developed. And a guy who you can cut and only take a $200,000 hit on, or do you want to make a $10 million mistake? 15. Yeah. Baker Mayfield relic, a 1/1 John Riggins relic, Darrell Henderson auto RPA to 27, Tony Romo 5/5, and Drew Lock RPA. Those were the hits. Well, I'll tell you what, Myles Garrett wouldn't be able to hurt Colin Kaepernick. His hair's too much of a cushion and his head's too thick. We got Nick Foles, 96 out of 99. Oh, this is cool. Need another Finley. 5 out of 25. Ah, this is nice. Game used material, including a deflated football. Numbered 5 out of 25, Tom Brady. Patriots. Game used. Much better than whatever the players do to them. 77 out of 99, James Lofton. Packers. $34 out of 99. How about them Cowboys? Keyshawn Johnson. I have a mini helmet of his too. Oh, absolutely. Rudolph should have gotten a couple games. I don't know how he got away with it. Seriously, the fact that Mason Rudolph is not suspended is a crime. Marquise Pouncey should be PO'd that his teammate isn't. He started the fight. Irv Smith Jr., 21 out of 25 for the Vikings. Garrett did something stupid. Pouncey manned up, and he got 3 games for it. Garrett did something stupid, and Pouncey did something a little less stupid. And that is a nice hit right there. Nick Bosa. 15 out of 25. So that's the acetate finish relic auto. Rudolph kicked the guy. Rudolph gave the guy a low blow. I'd be angry too. I don't know. Maybe he swung at him with his helmet because he wasn't wearing a cup. He forgot to put it on that day. Maybe he was legitimately, like, adrenalined out. Who knows? Well, they got these pretty tight. There we go. TriStar Platinum Edition mini helmet. I've been kind of excited to open one of these. They only made 100 cases. Surprised they gave me a whole one the way it's been lately with football, but they didn't even give me 6 Immaculate boxes. Blah, blah. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention this player when we were talking about this team. All right. This individual was a defensive rookie of the year and followed up by being a defensive player of the year. It's not cracked, but we've got a little ice baby. This is Purdy. Panthers. Luke Kuechly. Ice. Luke Kuechly. Like I said, I'm not going to condone what Myles Garrett did. But I'm also not going to say that Mason Rudolph didn't have some sort of retaliation coming back at him. I mean, it was the last play of the game, you know? He's doing his job. He's trying to tackle the quarterback. He wasn't going for the knees. You know, he wasn't pulling on the guy's collar or face mask. All right? He was just playing hard. And again, you know, that's something that's kind of lost nowadays, I think. All right? Wasn't doing anything that looked like Vontae's Perfect would do. All right? Rudolph tried to grab the guy's helmet first. So, kind of planted the idea in his head. Again, it wasn't a good idea. All right? It was a stupid idea. It was a stupid idea on Rudolph's part to start it that way. Oh, look at that. All right. This one's going to be good too. Immaculate is awesome. Seriously, I do want to try to get in more. And as long as I can do it in a cost-efficient manner, because my cost becomes your cost, you know? And a little more. I got to feed the gremlins. I don't think Mayfield will get it bad. Why? 10 out of 99, Tariq Cohen. He totally had no backing of what happened there. He was, like, not cool about it. 42 out of 49, Monuments. Yeah, Steve Young. Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, and Roger Craig. I miss this design, and I think Immaculate is even better than some of the other places this has been put before. $42 out of 99. Hall of Fame jersey, 2 out of 10. How about another Cowboy quarterback, Troy Aikman? $98 out of 99. I don't know about 100 penalties because you know what? Both of those teams ain't eliminated from playoff contention. That's going to be an important game. I don't think they're going to want to blow it over some petty BS. $98 out of 99 for the Vikings. Paul Krause. Love these acetate finish cards. And what's even better than an acetate finish? How about a shadow box? I like those too. Numbered 69 out of 99, Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Six out of 25, dual patch RPA for the Colts, Paris Campbell. Let's do this other Leaf one. Yeah, well, the Browns have no discipline in all the games, so you know they're not looking to start a fight. They just don't have any discipline. And Hall of Fame 2002. This is old school. The Bears. Dan Hampton. Again, Hall of Fame 2002 inscription. So Dan Hampton, the Bears. Yeah, and Steeler fans are way nicer than some Eagles fans. The 700 section can get a little rough. Any stadium that you go to, if you're rooting for the other team, you'll get that. Some are just worse than others. That was brought up in that radio interview. Of course, it's by a former Browns coordinator that he kind of took his job, so he might be a little biased about that. This has been a problem that's been plaguing the Giants locker room for a few years now. I don't necessarily think it's a particular coach they won't respect. All right. It just could be any coach. And unfortunately, there's a lot of that attitude all over professional sports in general. Remember the Browns have had a lot of new personnel come in, player-wise. Odell Beckham Jr. was one of those problems for the Giants. Not saying Odell Beckham Jr. is the problem in the Browns locker room, but maybe some of the acquisitions have kind of changed the game a little bit too. You know, not something to rule out. 34 out of 99, George Kittle. And another triple jersey relic coming up here. This one is numbered 47 out of 49, Jared Goff. This is not a one of one, but it looks better than the one of one we had patch wise. This is a nasty looking patch here. This one's 2 out of 2. Oh, totally. The expectations. The Eagles had that issue a few years back. They were pretty much handed a Super Bowl trophy before the season started, and their attitudes demolished the whole entire team. I think that's what led Andy Reid to getting out of Philadelphia in the first place. Tell me this is not a badass patch. 2 out of 2. Christian Kirk. All right, it's not Kyler Murray, but you gotta love that card just for the patch. Well, I think even in New York, Odell, I don't think was ever the head inmate of the asylum. But as others left, it just a lot of it kind of filtered out to him, and he was being just ridiculous at the end of his Giants run. And now I think he wants to just get paid. You know? 45 out of 99, Alexander Madison. And this face is familiar. We saw him just a few minutes ago in the prison box. 2 out of 99. Isaac Bruce. And what's that last one going to be? Ooh, this is a name that I said has been popping up a lot lately. And here he is again. Immaculate Signature Patches Rookie. All right. Immaculate Signature Patches Rookie for the Titans. That's funny. Yesterday, the same thing happened. We got both Browns. Marquise and AJ. This one's AJ Brown. And then the other mini helmet. All right. The Ice Keekly looked real sweet. Let's see what comes out of these. So we got, this is a TriStar guy. This person is deceased. He was in the Hall of Fame in 1991. College Football Hall of Fame 2000, but it's the Hall of Fame 91 that's inscribed on the helmet. One of the first pro football players to use weight training for conditioning. 7-time Pro Bowler. 3-time All-Pro. And unlike the last helmet that we pulled, this guy actually wore the throwback helmet. Stan Jones. So Colin Kaepernick has a big head. The Bears need 2 because we got 2 helmets for the Bears. Stan Jones. Born 1931. Passed away 2010. Hall of Famer. And he was the first football player to pick things up and put things down. Stan Jones. So your mini helmets. Dan Hampton and Stan Jones for the Bears. Steve Largent for the Seahawks. Panthers, Luke Kuechly. Your card hits. And we had some decent ones here. And some teams got multiples, kind of as expected. Irv Smith, Vikings, number to 25. And then we also had Alexander Madison, number to 99. And then Paul Krause, number to 99. So 3 hits for the Vikings there. And Joseph did not miss out on any Bills mini helmets. I know he was concerned. Isaac Bruce. Number to 99 for the Rams. And he also showed up as a franchise legend in Prism. Packers, number to 99, James Lofton. Patriots, number to 25, Tom Brady, triple relic. Oh, forgot this Ram, Darrell Henderson, number to 27. I can forget that. That was a nice low numbered pull too. And oh, the Rams also got this Jared Goff, number to 49. Gee, they were kind of overlooked there. Browns, number to 49, Baker Mayfield. Colts, number to 25, Paris Campbell. Number to 99, Marquise Brown, Ravens. Number to 49, 49ers. You got the Mount Rushmore of San Francisco. Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Roger Craig. Troy Aikman, number to 10 for the Cowboys. Along with Keyshawn Johnson, number to 99. And Tony Romo, 5 of 5. Zach Allen for the Cardinals, number to 49. Ryan Finley, Bengals, number to 75. Drew Lock, RPA. Broncos. Titans, A.J. Brown, Immaculate signature patches. 1 of 1. Skins, John Riggins. Number to 25, Niners, Nick Bosa. And I just love that patch. Christian Kirk, 2 of 2. I guess the other arm had one. I don't know. It's got to be it. That's why there was 2. So we have personal boxes available. If anyone's looking to crack something like Prism Football, $195 for a box, ripped and shipped. Again, had some nice hits out of Prism, including the one in this break. Ryan Finley to 75. Isaac Bruce ain't nothing to sneeze at either, right? If you're looking to get involved in a small break with some Prism, all right, big things come in little packages. We got a box of Prism Football and then Break King Football. I do have one of these available for personal as well. They're $4.95. Again, high risk, high reward, but what it is it's 2 graded rookies and 1 autograph of a player. It's encased, so it's either in a mag case or it's graded too. And could be some good stuff in there. Select checklist, only certain players. $26.95 for a random team for that 2-box break, or you can get 2 for $50. Right now we're at like 4 or 5 teams, I think 5. All right, if we can get it to like 15, we'll do the random, and then hopefully I won't get the crap beaten out of me like the last one. I think out of the top 7 teams, I got like 2 on the bottom half of that list. But, you know, once we get to 15, I'll feel comfortable doing a random and seeing where things fall from there. I have 1 Leaf Best of Baseball left for personal. There's another one that's in our past, present, and future mixer. All right. But I got 1 here for $195. We got a 2-box basketball break. I believe it's 65 for a random division. 1920 Hoops, 1718 Dominion. There's some big names possible in Dominion. Again, a little high risk, high reward, but for 65 and taking a shot at either a Zion auto or Kobe Bryant or Steph Curry, yeah, could be worth the deal. Trying to get some more basketball stuff going. All right. If you're looking for just a personal box, $189 gets you a box of certified. All right, 2 autos per box there. And then the break that is scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now. If we can get this to just 15 teams filled, I will run it. I love Ginter. I'll sell Ginter rookies and relics and open up another rip card. A TriStar New York Dynasty Baseball skunk bonus. Diamondbacks are 25, Braves 225, Orioles are 80, Red Sox 150. White Sox are 35, Nationals are 90, Cubs are 90, Indians are 50. Rockies are 28, Tigers are 18, Astros are 85, Angels 225. Dodgers are 85, Marlins are 30, Brewers are 30, Mets 75. Yankees 160, A's are 50, Phillies are 45, Pirates are 35, the Mariners are 85, the Rays are 15, the Blue Jays are 28, and the non-baseball are 150. I think it's 8 teams. I didn't actually count because it's still. I think we need about 8 teams. So if we can get those 8 teams, we got something there. Oh, excuse me. So again, Prism football. I'll put a poll in the group. I was gonna do it earlier, and I got sidetracked. I'll put a poll. I'll see what you guys think, and then tomorrow we'll construct a break, so we have another pick your team football break going. Looks like I've got a whole case to play with. I don't see anybody looking to grab any personals on Prism right now. How many teams skunked? I don't know. Let's figure it out right now. It's not too tough. This is the type of stuff I usually do when we're off camera. But I go to my handy football list, right? All 32 teams. I'll copy it. I won't be able to see comments for a second. All right. So then I'll go to the group because that's where we got to do the randoms because otherwise it causes problems with the video runners. All right, I'll put a picture of the break we did so everybody knows what it is. So, skunk bonus from Immaculate Football Mixer. Now remember, we threw a challenge out there and you guys made it. So we are going to do not one, but spots 1 and 2 get a $50 break credit. Video will be in comments. And then I'll paste the list, and then I'll just go through all the hits. So we had 2 helmets for the Bears. We had a helmet for the Panthers. And then the other helmet was the Seahawks. So those 3 teams are out. Cardinals had that nice patch. 49ers and Redskins are also out. Titans, Broncos, Bengals got hits. Titans, Bengals, Broncos. Cowboys got a few. Ravens and Colts. And Browns. Patriots had that nice Brady. Packers. Rams had a bunch. And so did the Vikings. So teams that skunked: Bills, Lions, Dolphins, Saints, Eagles. That's 5. Chargers, Bucks, Falcons, Texans, Jaguars. That's 10. Chiefs, Giants, Jets, Raiders, Steelers. That's 15. I said between 15 and 20 teams would hit. Guess what the number was? 17. Just so you know, when I'm throwing out numbers, they mean something. Oh, that'd be great. Then we could actually schedule a time for that. I'm just not sure what time I'll be home tomorrow. It's my mother-in-law's 70th birthday, or at least it's the day we're celebrating it, because schedules are crazy and all that stuff. So it's 12:45, so the guys I usually use for video runners are probably not available, although it is the weekend. But so we'll get that video run tomorrow. Again, 2 teams off that list will get $50 group break credit. So that's not too bad. And I like the platinum mini helmets. What do you guys think of the platinum helmets? Not bad, right? So I like that ice Keekly. That looked nice. So anybody got anything for me? I'm gonna go down this list and give you my best bang for the buck teams. All right. Too many of them to do a markdown breakdown. But I'll give you my top 5. All right. Don't forget the skunk bonus is the baseball. Diamondbacks are 25, Braves 225, Orioles are 80, Red Sox 150. White Sox are 35, Nationals are 90, Cubs are 90, Indians are 50. Rockies are 28, Tigers are 18, Astros 85, Angels 225, Dodgers are 85, Marlins are 30, Brewers are 30, Mets are 75, Yankees are 160, A's are 50, Phillies are 45, Pirates are 35, Mariners are 85, Rays are 15, Blue Jays 28, and the non-baseball are 150. So my opinion, best bang for the buck teams. Technically not a team, but the non-baseball spot can produce some very cool stuff. All right. Short print. There's a few out there that are big money, some crazy relic things. And usually there's a few big name signers. Braves at 225, Acuna. You're gonna get some Acuna cards. Even if you get the glossies, I think are the hot box. All right, some good stuff there. Indians usually have good players and good chances at a rip card. Dodgers usually have some cool stuff. Good shot at a rip card. Yankees will even make this top 7. Phillies and make it top 8. Astros and Angels. All right. We need 8. If I had to be like, I'm going to pick 8 teams, well, those are the ones where I would be looking at. I probably wouldn't pick all 8 because some of them are expensive. But they are for a reason. Look at the cards that you could pull out of them. A nice framed mini auto of Mariano Rivera would be real nice. But those are the teams that I think between the checklist and the rip cards, Those are the ones that I like the most. Yeah, I can do personals right now. What were you looking to do a personal of? So that is 2018 Allen and Ginter. And we went over a bunch of those breaks that are the divisionals. Tried to get some like quick fillers, just get some momentum breaks going. A prism and a mini helmet. Which mini helmet? We have the Leaf ones, and we have the TriStar Platinum. And I'll get one of each. Actually, the prism case is still in the original box. I'll have to take care of it. Like Bruce the Barber Beefcake. It's pretty significant. So let me pull it up on the. You have all those different variations that tend to be a little more valuable. Let's see. Leaf autographed mini helmet is 89 shipped. TriStar Platinum autographed mini helmet 139 shipped. So there's definitely a difference in the price, but there's also a definite difference in what you can get out of them. The Leaf ones are nice, they're solid, they're consistent. The TriStar are going to have some fanciness mixed in there. And that fanciness, including multiple Tom Brady's, uh, kind of affects the price point. Because what is that difference in price? 40? 40, 46 difference in price. And I think as far as cost goes, it's a $42 difference in price. Alonzo Christmas sock. I hope it's not a lonely Christmas. Some of those short prints look kind of fun. Some of them look pretty bad. The Vladimir Guerrero short print, I don't like the way it looks. But then there's another one where the candy cane looks like instead of a small candy cane, it looks like the whole bat. That one looked all right. Christmas socks are cool. So it's a super. That's even more super. They both have good names on the checklist. The full checklist isn't released. Again, I think the TriStar, you will have better odds of hitting bigger names. All right, but if you hit a dud in a TriStar, it'll hurt more than if you hit a dud in the Leaf. But I think um, comparable as far as price goes. I think you're getting probably about equal bang for the buck between the two of them. Just matters whether you're swinging for the fences or you're just looking to add a cool mini helmet. If you're looking to pull something of significant value, odds are going to be slightly better in the TriStar because that's a more limited product run. But if you're looking just to get a cool mini helmet, then the leaf should be sufficient, you know? Again, we just showed 2 examples of each of them, so. I have way more leaf in stock than I do of the TriStar, so if scarcity matters, I'm more likely to run out of the TriStar before the leaf. So if you think you may swing for the fences and then maybe try again later, I would do the TriStar first. But yeah, you have more of the variations and stuff like that. You know, the ice, the chrome, the blaze, those are going to come out of the TriStar. The leaf, you got it. Let me get one. I got to go one direction for the prism and one direction for the TriStar. All right, here's the prism. And here is the leaf. So just let me know when that's sent over and what you want to start with. Do you want to start with the prism or the mini helmet? And we'll get a few of each out. What's that? 195 plus 89, so that'd be 284. And move this over to the side because there's a big stack of prism cards already here. did I put that box? I'll just put the break over to the side. Put it away. Do this. There's back in the day. Alright, so again, let me know when that's good to go, and just let me know what you want to do first, the mini or the prism. I'll get 3 of these out. 1, 2. Go down one further. Yeah. And anybody else have a personal break request? Again, we got plenty to offer. Ben Labor died. Wow, that's like the second young, not young, but I mean young for passing away. Another football player in their 40s passes away. Sad. Prism first, then the mini. You got it. Scoot this pile over. All right, pick me a number: 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'll spin that one around backwards. The Prism football. 1, 2, 3, 4. Numero cuatro. Just leave that on the side there. All right. So here we go. Prism. All right, let's see how these first few packs look. One auto. Those. That's kind of ironic. All right, so here we go. We got Leighton Vander Esch, Joe Hayden, Golden Tate, Calvin Ridley, Larry Fitzgerald, Brian Urlacher, Ray Lewis, numbered 197 out of 249. You got Gary Jennings Jr. and Devin Bush II. And we got Kirk Cousins, Terrell Suggs, unstoppable. Yeah, I bet you his teammates wished he was a little more stoppable the other night. Myles Garrett. So Myles Garrett, unstoppable. Taylor Rapp, 152 out of 199. Blue Wave. Oh, I pulled a homer. Marquise Blair, Odell Beckham Jr., Evan Engram, Matty Ice, Jim Kelly, Melvin Gordon, Kurt Warner, Fred Taylor, numbered 149 out of 175. About a little 1 cent love for Miles Sanders as well. And then Savage. Ooh, yeah. Dig it, brother. We got Ingram Bell, Dick Butkus, Greg Sirline, and David Long, Rams. Going to be the first auto. David Long. Clayton Thorson and Jace Sternberger. He's not just a wishy-washy burger. He's stern. Next, Unitas, Julio Jones, LaDainian Tomlinson, Russell Wilson, Vernon Hargreaves going to be your silver. Jim Kelly looking all tie-dyed out there. 19 out of 175. Got Caleb Wilson, Bryce Love. We'll give that a little 1 cent love. Why not? Jarvis Landry, Sterling Shepard, Karayon Johnson, Mike Evans, Phillip Rivers. And how about some hype there? Amari Cooper. How about them Cowboys? Christian Kirksey, numbered 5 out of 149. Red Wave. Miles Boykin, Trace McSorley, Lamar Jackson, J.J. Watt, and next hit is going to be Hakeem Butler. David Montgomery, Next. Got here. Oh. This is going to make up for your shit autographs right here. I don't even want to keep opening packs yet. I want to show this one. Get ready for it. Oh, man. These are a real bitch to find. Color Blast. Yeah, 1 in every 10 cases. Daniel Jones. So bring on that Clayton Thorson auto. It doesn't matter at this point. Donta Hightower. 169 out of 199. Trace McSorley, eat your heart out. Who's going to be the other autograph? Nasir Adderley, Tony Pollard. All right. 4 more packs to go here. Well, that's not awful. That's better than the names I was mentioning. Decent autograph to end it. B-level player. Could be higher. We just haven't had the opportunity to see this individual really play yet. So, hint, hint. Brett Favre, Clinton Portis, Saquon Barkley with some fireworks there. This card's going to be hard to see because it's in camo. Brian Burns. That's not a bad rookie there for a camo. 16 out of 25. Could be worse. So Brian Burns, 16 out of 25. Panthers. Jarrett Stidham. Irv Smith Jr. Yeah, I'm glad. I think VJ's glad he stuck around for a personal. Hey, you could be too. Who knows? Kyler Murray could be lurking in this box. Or how about one of these boxes? How about Dwayne Haskins? Maybe we'll see him in an actual card form. Got Clelin Ferrell. 24 out of 75. He was Bullseye in Daredevil, right? Devin White. Carson Wentz. Nick Foles. Jerry Rice. Brilliance. Marlon Mack. You got Lonnie Johnson Jr. for the Texans. 138 out of 249. And you got his base card right behind it. Riley Ridley. And we'll finish it off with N'Keal Harry, 129 out of 149. Red Wave. Or as his signature says, Nigini. What the heck does that mean? Just squiggles. But there's multiple letters showing there, so it's still better than Carlos Henderson's. And at least it looks neat. You know? And that's not a bad box of Prism there. All right. So again, recapping, David Long, Hakeem Butler, N'Keal Harry to 149. Got a cool looking camo to 25 of Brian Burns. And nothing like a color burst. And this one's Daniel Jones. We'll probably throw another 4 touchdowns and still lose this week. But still nice. As long as he keeps throwing 4 touchdowns, there are going to be people that want him. So that's good. Win or not. So, Leaf autographed mini helmet. Uno, dos, tres. 1, 2, or 3. Leaf autographed mini helmet. Uno, dos, tres. Cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. The deuce. Oof. This one's tight. I may need to cheat. Oh, no, I found the seam. They used the heavy gauge stuff on this one, man. Oh. Got it. And this one's JSA certified. Little old school helmet time. Jim Langer. Hall of Fame 87. Jim Langer. Hall of Fame 87 for the Dolphins. So he actually passed away not too long ago. He passed away on August 29th at the age of 71. He played for the Dolphins from 1970 to 1979 after getting picked up off the Cleveland Brown practice squad. And then a couple of years in Minnesota, 1980 to 1981. And he was a part of that 72 undefeated team. That was actually the year he became the starter at center. So a Hall of Fame center, Dolphins, Jim Langer. is the mini helmet. So anybody got any requests for me? Anyone else looking for a personal? So thank you, VJ. Much appreciated. It's getting crowded over here. Let's push this. And just write your name on the box. All right. So, again, we got Allen and Ginter 2018. I want to see that go through. I want a new duck. Quack. And hopefully we'll have something fun for you to rip tomorrow. I'm going to post a Prism football break. Should I try to get it knocked out for the Night Owls again? I don't know. Maybe. It's 1:21. I got to wake up early tomorrow for church, so we'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to price the whole thing out. Still be awake. But I've had lots of coffee and I'm feeling pretty awake right now. So that could be a good or a bad thing. I don't know. Any other requests? At this point, it's a little late. I was going to go over the whole. There was an article written about the whole Colin Kaepernick thing and all the quarterbacks that had been signed since Kaepernick opted out, keyword opted out of his contract. Supposedly could have signed a decent deal with the Broncos, but not enough dollar signs. And then the rest is, how shall we put it, history, nuisance. But you can almost, I think, make a case for every single one of those quarterbacks getting signed ahead of him. Every single one. Doesn't mean that they're better than him, but you can make a case for every single one of those quarterbacks being signed. You can make a case, an argument. So it's not cut and dry. But it's a long list. It's like 115 names. So if we have more breaking to do, I will break it. If we don't, tomorrow's another day. And if anybody wanted to Google that article for themselves, what was the name of this site? It's on the undefeated.com. Wow, all those messenger notifications that I didn't get earlier, I just got them now. That is so weird. It just said 8. So notifications are not working right. Which is amazing because we still had like 20 plus people watching, so. This is an actual one that's sold, but it's graded, and it's a Gem Plus. Let's see. This one was not graded, and it was right after all the big hype from that one game. So it's probably, I would say market value on that color burst is probably anywhere from 500 to 750. Getting it graded might even do it better, especially if you got like a PSA 10 on that. I won't be getting any grading done until probably January, but alright, so apparently I was getting messages and can't see it. And that is the shit show that is Facebook. What can you say? So, anybody else got anything for me? Last call. Otherwise, let's fill up Allen and Ginter, and let's rip you a new one tomorrow. Signing off, Dr. Fraser Crane. No way. That's like not me. Boom.